Coleus actually stretches back around probably 30 or 40 years. Typical customers are the beer companies like AB InBev, Heineken, Distell, and then you've got the smaller breweries. Coleus is the sole provider of metal crowns, supplying all the different breweries throughout the SADC region. I took over as MD in 2022. I'm an engineer by trade, so we're always looking at the technology changes and obviously efficiencies that come with it. I remember quite clearly when I first arrived here and I saw the way they actually cure with mercury, with these massive big transformers and power supplies. We made a decision to try and reduce our energy consumption, and I motivated the project on the basis of technology change. Technology should be able to give you better efficiencies, lower consumption of energies and so forth. In the initial stages, we had the option of going UV mercury or going to the upgrade to the LED system. And we actually went to Crabtree, and that's where GW's name came up. We then found that the local agent, Sarepco, had great knowledge. I think the decision we made around using Sarepco was the best decision because it was a phenomenal installation. It was very well done and very professional.
We installed the LED 6-lamp system. So there's 1 lamp after unit 1, 2, and then 3. And then we got 3 lamps after unit 4 for the final curing. Well, the curing system is very important for quality of print. We don't want to set off or quality problems. So if you have set off on a job, that means the print pulls off from the print side to the inside of the crown. Mercury, we had problems with set off on the black and white where it's not curing properly. So it gave us quality issues. And if you look at the old conventional systems where you've got a big oven, there's a lot of color changes happening in there, scratches, anything can go wrong there as well. Now with the LED system, we got far less printing related issues, drying, curing issues.
The UV LED has improved our product quality tremendously. In terms of the waste, we average about 2% on printing quality for blocking and set off. But right now, with the new LED system, now we're actually down to 0.1%. In terms of production, when we were under the UV, we used to run at 3,500 sheets per hour. But now we improved to 4,500 sheets. So that's a huge improvement. There's no second take on the jobs. Every job, once it goes onto the press, it's out, straight to the customer now. We've done some recording on the electrical cost saving. We're actually sitting on a 62% saving compared between the UV and the LED system.
We did the technical evaluation. We noticed that the consumption on the LED system was a lot less than the UV mercury. The efficiency gain was also quite obvious because with the UV mercury system, there is a whole heat up period before you can actually use it, whereas with the LED system, you switch it on and use it immediately. If we on an annual basis are able to show big corporates like AB InBev and Heineken that we are reducing consumption of energy, that would obviously influence the decision of them to enter into agreements with us. Using environmental credentials is extremely important. It is actually part of the tender process. There's a socio-economical benefit, there's a benefit for customers, there's an environmental impact benefit, and it is definitely a big selling tool for attracting new customers.
When we did the installation on the LED, everything went smooth, no issues. The GW team, they asked me for a 9-day installation, they did it in 6 days. When it comes to the design, with the previous system, I had to fill up 2 walls where I had to stack all this electrical and cooling equipment. And now with the LED system, there's just 2 units sitting there and running this whole place. I would highly recommend that.
In South Africa, LED ink is not freely available. So with the help of an ink supplier, we set up an ink kitchen and we started mixing our own inks. In the beginning it was difficult because of the difference in density and pigment, but as time goes on we learned to match the previous color standard 100%. On some jobs where we used to print double white, we can get away with 1 white. And black as well comes out more dense, better quality, so you use less ink. Gives you a far better quality print. The LED ink is more expensive per kilogram, but there's some jobs that we use up to 50% less on the same color. Yeah, 50% less. So at the end of the day, I think we break more or less even. And then also the lamps. On a previous Mercury system, we had 7 lamps. We had to replace those lamps every 1,000 hours. Now with the LED system, we have 6 lamps, and we only need to replace them after every 40,000 hours.
We've actually created a much better working environment for our employees, because that area where the printer is in became extremely hot with the UV Mercury system. Now with the LED, you've reduced the temperature, so the working environment for workers are better.
Now with the LED, the guys, they're doing it with a smile. There's less heat transfer from the LED onto the sheets, and it can actually improve the stacking as well. Now with the LED unit, perfect stacking.
It's all about efficiencies. The more crowns you can get out, the more you can sell. When I first started here, we were probably doing around about 6 billion odd crowns. We're over 7 billion crowns. So we've already had almost a 20% improvement.
Yeah, the LED system saved me a lot of headaches. In the previous system, I was responsible to sort out all the shutter errors, and there was a lot of them. So there's a lot less problems for me.
It actually changed my life. In comparison with the old system, there was a lot of downtime, there was a lot of call-outs. Guys wake me up at night. Now with the new LED system, no sleepless nights for me anymore. In terms of the operators, my team working with this unit, the system is like magic. They know every time they start the press, the printer runs, the unit is there. That's what they want, reliable equipment. And that makes their work and their life, the working environment, much more happier.
I think people think in Africa we're always behind times, but we're not. Here we are on the tip of Africa, away from all the big OEMs, Europe, where everybody looks up to, and we're actually leading the pack. To anybody that's going to convert to LED, you'll realize the benefits very, very quickly. Get the right support, get the right people. Talk to the OEMs, do your homework, talk to the ink guys, make sure that they support the system that you're putting in. It is the way to go, it is the future, and the quicker you do it, the better.